this is the way political disputes used to be thrashed out in Ukraine. But some are very worried that this is now the way political differences are resolved in Kiev. When masked commandos from the Ukrainian security service BSBU last week raided the headquarters of state gas company Naftogaz, they said they were looking for documents relating to the alleged theft of 11 billion cubic meters of gas. But some believe this is not a raid for paper, but instead for one of power, between President Viktor Yushchenko and Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko. The President controls the security services, while the Prime Minister controls the gas giant the President's special forces raided. Even those in the intelligence community are worried by the raid, such as the former deputy head of Ukraine's security service.
This is beyond professional ethics. It's not good when an anti-terrorist force is used in someone's dirty game.
But they have not gone away. The security services say they'll come knocking again, next time on the government's offices.
Several important documents are held in Vice Prime Minister Turchynow's office. We sent a request, but have received no reply. We're warning that Alpha troops can pay a visit to the cabinet building.
This is constitutionally unprecedented. Never before in modern history has the government headquarters in Kiev been stormed by armed men. In fact, the last time something like that happened was more than 60 years ago. The cabinet building in Kiev was designed like a real fortress. During the Second World War, when Nazi troops occupied the Ukrainian capital, it took the Germans much effort to seize the building. However, this time around, should special forces have a go at it, its defenses would be much easier to break. The former security service number 2 believes that if there is a raid on the cabinet building, there will simply be no resistance.
The body which provides security for the cabinet is controlled by the president, just like the assault forces. So in this case, they will simply walk in and get what they want.
A raid would not surprise anyone in Ukraine and is likely to be the next escalation in the increasingly bitter power struggle between President Yushchenko and Prime Minister Tymoshenko. All the president's man may be looking for is evidence to start a prosecution against the Prime Minister.
If a criminal case would be launched against Tymoshenko, according to the country's law, she will have to be sacked. At the same time, she could strike first and initiate an impeachment against Yushchenko. It's easier now, as he has violated a great number of Ukraine's laws.
All this does not help a country in deep economic as well as political crisis. The International Monetary Fund has suspended the second tranche of a $16 billion loan, saying Kiev is failing to meet its political demands for economic reform. And while the government is urgently trying to push through required legislation, all this may matter little if masked armed men come banging on the door. Alexei Roshevsky, RT, Kiev, Ukraine.